Hey guys, I'm Ausyarr and welcome to another episode. Today we're going to be doing automatic mining with Rotarycraft, so we're going to be setting it over here. There are several ways of doing some automatic mining, and they're done with the boring machines. There's a couple boring machines. There's one that essentially just bores a tunnel, and then there's one that essentially just blasts in any direction you want, but it doesn't pick up the blocks. The blocks are left there, so you need something else to pick up the blocks. So we're going to be putting an item vacuum for that. I've already made one in the previous episode, but the recipe has changed, so take note. It's now an impeller in the center, chest at the bottom, 4 HSL steel ingots on the outside, and 3 black wool. So we'll just grab that. I'm going to need some ways of powering this stuff. I'm going to be using the magnetostatic engines, which will take my RF power system that I've sort of worked up there to power everything. We're also going to need a bevel as well. And you're also going to need to make a sonic borer, which apparently appears to be bugged out because that's the recipe there. And it's not working. It was working in, I think, 1.07 of Monster. It's not now, so maybe that's a bug. I don't know. Well, hopefully they get that fixed. But anyway, let's just turn the cheat mode on and get that. Let's get that there. I think we only need one, so we'll chuck that one back. Okay, let's turn the cheat mode back off. Type the recipe. Okay, so we've got our sonic borer. We've got our device to power the sonic borer and the item vacuum. Okay, so I've also got power conduits, which I need. I'm going to use hardened ones because they can carry 400 RF a tick, and that's equivalent of 524,000 watts per 93 RF a tick. Yeah. So let's go and set this up. Let's lay some power down. So go out this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Okay, like that. And I'm going to get the sonic borer and I'm going to place it just below here. Use the screwdriver to rotate it around so it's facing downwards. That's the downward mode. Green means input. I got my little tool. I was going to have a wrench, but I forgot to bring it. No way. Okay. So I'm going to get a bevel, so I can divert the shaft power down, and let's see, what way do we need to move this? So that way. So yeah, orange is input. I don't know which color. Let's just try pink. Nope. Black? Nope. Yellow. Nope. Wood. Nope. There we go, that's facing the right direction. And we get our magnetostatic engines. And we place one down there. We rotate that so red is facing our machine. Excellent. And what we'll do is we'll place our second magnetostatic engine there. Rotate around to face the right direction. There we go. Put a conduit so it powers that, and last and finally, the item vacuum. Okay, so what the item vacuum will do is when the sonic borer sends a blast down, I think it's about a 6x6 square blast down. Those blocks down there, and mind you, any animals or monsters that get in the way will get hurt. The blocks will break apart and will just get dropped. The item vacuum here will be set so it can pick it up. You can also use these levers here, so we can set these things on redstone control. So we can turn them on and off, so let's just turn them off for the time being. Let's get this thing powered. Okay, so let's go. Oh, why aren't you changing? There we go. Let's turn the item vacuum on first. It needs at least 16 kilowatts to work. So let's give it 16. 16 will give it a range of 12 meters, so it's got a max of 128 meters. So we're going to pump the power up quite a bit because we are at 117. So why 115? So we're going to need roughly about 115 meters of range. So we're going to need to pump this up quite a bit. So 256 is now it's 72 meters, and as you can see, 256 is about half. Now, if you see those eggs, this is the cool thing. This thing is actually harvesting the eggs from chickens in this area. That's pretty cool. So essentially, one of these things does 500 and something thousand kilowatts each. So we've got plenty of power. So let us crank this up to double. See what's its range now. It's 128. Max range is 128. Yep. Okay, so let's turn this one on as well. And this thing needs 65,000 watts. A little bit over 65,000 watts. So let's just let's just give it 65,000 watts. So it doesn't really care what torque it gets. It should work. Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong about the torque. What's the sonic borer? Insufficient power, requires 65,000 watts. Requires 124 Newton meters. That, yep, my bad. So let's drop this down. Increase the Newton meters to 1,024, and double that. Should give us the 64 kilowatts. It should start working. Should start working. Excuse me, you should start working. Yep, receiving power. There we go. It is a little bit slow at its base power. As you can see, it blasted downwards. And wait for the next one. I'm not quite sure if adding more speed to this increases this machine's rate, but let's do that anyway, since we've got plenty of power. There we go. Yep, adding more speed does increase the rate. I wonder how fast we can make this thing go. Doop, doop, doop. Okay, this is what I mean by this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Well, in a long time. Since I saw the first quarry, this is the coolest thing I've seen. That item vacuum is going to get full pretty fast. Now, if you were standing underneath that, you would die. For sure. Pretty sure each blast takes off a half a heart. This is cool. Okay, so let us see what we can do about these. Oh, itchy nose, itchy nose! Oh. What just happened? I think my machine exploded. That's hilarious. Don't need that. Don't need that. No. No. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, I did not expect that. I don't need the eggs either. Or the fluoride. Oh, I've got no idea what happened there. I got the item back. Did I get the machine back? I'm guessing it exploded. No? Didn't explode? Maybe. Because it hit the bottom. That's weird. Nope. There we go. I got all the stuff I wanted. Hey guys, so I've done a little bit of testing as regards the sonic borer and why does it make things explode above it. Not explode, but break. I think it's got something to do with the amount of power we're chucking through it. But the good side of it doing this is that, one, it only does it once it hits bedrock, or when it runs out of stuff to break in front of its path, right? Now, if you do this, if you're doing it vertically, so up or down, it will do it. If you do it anyway horizontally, it won't do it at all. Now, I've noticed that if you are doing it vertically, and you run it about 131,000 watts, it generally won't do it. Any more than that, it's probably going to do it. But like I said, there is a good point about it, is that it does stop the whole process. It removes the power going to the sonic borer, and hence actually saves you power, and also lets you know when the process is finished, so you can actually go and pick it up. So you're probably thinking, what about the items that get broken, right? Because you've got an item vacuum over here. So if you've got the item vacuum at least 4 blocks away, 4 blocks, or it's on the same level, mind you, you've also got to take into account the pipes and the machines powering it. As long as they're 4 blocks or on the same level as the sonic borer, all the items that get broken above the sonic borer, right, will then be sucked into the item vacuum and then into whatever storage system you have, right? So either way, the system still works. Awesome. And back to your whatever you were watching before, whichever I was recording. That is hilarious. Okay, so for future reference, pipe that stuff out of the vacuum first, because that was hilarious. Okay, so guys, I think that's about it for today. Next episodes are going to be how to get this texture pack into the game properly, or it's going to be actually another automatic mining solution, one hopefully that doesn't explode in the end. Yeah. Okay. Until then, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe for more fails, stuff ups, and explosions. And until then, guys.